It's on. Welcome to the final day here in Port Harcourt. It's day 7 of the NBBF Premier League Final 8 playoffs. It's been 7 days of fierce competition and unforgettable basketball. And joining me today is Hassan French. Hassan, one of the international imports for Boko City Chiefs. Hassan, you're welcome.
Thank you. We got a good game ahead of us right now. Two good teams, two good energetic teams. Good pass, knocked down. Good shot, Kareem.
Yeah, so Hassan, we're going to be having discussion.
Yes.
We're going to be having discussion. You know, this is your team playing and you're sitting out. We'd like to know why you're sitting out of the game.
I took two bumps to the knees the past 2 games against Rivers and now the past 2 games. So I want to make sure that I'm 100% for the Final Four. I know I'll be good. Just want to make sure that everything is straight. But I know I'll be all right.
Okay. Is Boko City Chiefs and Hoops and Reed playing the first game here on the last day of the Final 8?
Yes.
So, Hassan French, we'd like to know, your team started slow, but right now your team is one among the only teams that have qualified so far.
Yes.
Please take us through your journey.
The journey has been amazing. I mean, it's the first game was a little rocky for us. I feel like we had a slow start against the Pillars. It was a good game. Abel came out, hit a game winner, and then knocked down the free throw to tie the game to lead us up to go up 1. I feel like each game we've gotten stronger. You know, I feel like each game we've seen progression game by game. So I'm proud of my team and our progression. And even that game against Rivers that we lost and against Lagos, I feel like we've become stronger on defense and offense. So I'm loving it.
Yeah, back to the game, the scoreline. Boko City Chiefs have 3 points on the board so far. Hoops and Reed still yet to score. And you can see Victor Evans on the line for Boko City Chiefs. Evans connects on the second free throw. The lead is up to 5. Chiefs looking to press. On the floor for Chiefs, Kareem Joseph, Oliver, Owen, the captain, Chinedu, and of course, Victor Evans. Let's look at the players on the floor for Hoops and Reed. Driving is Ikena, a good, fine young player.
Nice.
He has been the highlight reel so far here in the Final 8. On the floor for Hoops and Reed, we have Alex, we have Taiwo, we have Worship, Emeka, and Francis. These are your 5s for both teams. And back to Hassan French.
Yes,
you guys are going up against a very young team. They love to push the ball down.
Yes.
You know, can you tell us how your team plans to go about slowing down the young Hoops and Reed team?
First, we plan on coming out and matching their energy. That's one thing. They're a very high energetic team. They fly around. They try to get in the lanes and get a lot of steals. So just trying to protect the ball, making smart plays, using our IQ because they are very young. So using that to our advantage. Even though that they are young, they're going to make a lot of mistakes on defense and offense. So that we have to use that to our advantage today.
Yeah, you guys played a wonderful game yesterday against Kwara Falcons.
Yes.
Kwara Falcons are also one of the youngest teams here.
Yes.
And so you guys had your best game yesterday. Can you take us through the game you guys played against Kwara Falcons?
Yeah. Yesterday I felt like we just played as a team. Yesterday it really showed that we hit on all cylinders on defense and on offense. We were able to stay composed, to make the right reads, to knock down shots and get comfortable. I feel like the first 2 games where we were here, we really weren't locked in on hitting shots. Yesterday, we were able to hit a lot of shots. We were able to come together to make good reads on defense and on offense, and it really showed across the stat sheet. I feel like everybody played a part in that win.
Back to the game, Boko City Chiefs building an 8-point lead as Francis stepped to the free throw line for Hoops and Reed. It's been a good start so far. Boca City Chiefs looking to continue their good start. They had a wonderful start yesterday against Quara Falcons. As you can see, with under 8 minutes to play, their defense not allowing Hoops and Reed on the board so far. But Francis will connect on the first free throw. Back to Hassan, you're one of the international players, who came in to play for Boca City Chiefs.
Yeah.
Please, we'd like to know your experience so far playing in the Nigerian League for the first time.
Yeah. I mean, it's been pretty cool for me, taking it all in every day, being a person that always wanted to come to Africa and come to Nigeria. And seeing the country has been beautiful. That's first and foremost. And then playing in the league is a whole nother thing. The physicality here, the energy, the athleticism all across the league is amazing. Seeing that and being a part of it has been great. The only thing that's been tough is some of the calls with the refs. That's the only thing that's been a little bit difficult for me. I feel like that's the only part that has to change in some ways to make the league thrive even more. Because I feel like this is a pretty strong league and it has pretty strong teams across the board. For example, you got Hoops and Reed, they're a young team, but they are strong. They got bigs, they got guards, they can defend, they can shoot, they can run. And in a league that if things are on the up and up, a team like this can thrive in any league.
Okay, so you're talking about officiating and
yes.
the online fans, there have been questions about. You guys have been, before you joined the team has been known for blowing big leads. As we saw here in the final A, you guys were up as many as 18 points against the Legends.
Yeah.
And you guys were also up against Coopers.
Same, 18 points.
18 points,
yeah.
And you guys lost both games. So can you tell us how it has been, you coming to the team and then a team that has, they've been known for blowing big leads and then has some friends coming to the team and the same thing is happening. Can you walk us through that?
I feel like we as a team, with any team, you gotta get on the same page. And we were learning each other these past couple games, and I feel like our chemistry has grown each and every game. Mixed with making certain mistakes on our end, with letting teams come back and letting them go on a run. It's also been a major part of the refs. The ref and the officiating were also a major part in a lot of teams coming back against Lagos and against Rivers. Those two games, there was a lot of foul calls. At one point, I think they shot 39 free throws to our 15 free throws, which is a crazy number. In the fourth quarter, it was 6 minutes ago. They were in a penalty with the foul count being 5-0. So, I mean, the officiating definitely has to get better in order for the league to thrive. I've been saying that a lot. And that was a big cause of teams coming back a part of on us, but also our mistakes and not locking in while we having that lead. That also was a part of teams coming back also.
Okay, back to the game. The scoreline: Boca City Chiefs 11, Hoops and Reed 4. Under 6 minutes to play here in the first quarter. It's been a slow start for Hoops and Reed, and a good start for the title men. As Shola brings the ball down for Hoops and Reed. Ikenna has the ball. Ikenna to Alex. Alex being guarded by Owen. Alex gets to the middle. Gets the ball back to Taiwo. Taiwo to Shola. Shola trying to get the ball to the middle. Being guarded by the Chiefs team, but Shola will finish.
Got to cover that middle. Got to cover that middle a little bit better.
Again, back to Hassan French. We're trying to talk about your team, and your team, you guys always have a good start to every game.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
You guys tend to slow down at some point with a lot of turnovers.
Right.
Walk us through that.
I feel like that comes with maturity. We do have some young guys on our team as well. And just as a team, being more focused, just not being so rushed. We have to be playing at a certain pace that we don't just turn over the ball or we're trying to go one-on-one and things like that. So at those points, we got to learn to slow down, take our time, and get the best possession the whole time. When we play with that pace, like we start the game out with that certain pace, I don't think any team can really stop us. But sometimes during the game, we lose focus on what's important as far as running our plays, and we start focusing on kind of getting ours because we up, and that's when we lose it.
Back to the game. Under 5 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Chiefs.
Our box, good.
Chiefs all by 10. Victor to Kareem. Kareem being guarded by Shola.
As you can see right now, the pace is amazing. We see the pace. We moving the ball.
Oh, and connects on the three.
Just like that, the pace.
Yeah, good basketball so far by your team. You know,
great basketball.
You guys are looking better. You know, you guys had a slow start, but now you guys are back in the game. It's wonderful. As Chinedu gets a steal, Chinedu 2-on-1. Kareem goes up, draws the foul, but we miss.
Nice.
And Kareem will head to the free throw line.
It was a slow start, but it looks like we're picking it up now.
Yeah, you guys are now looking like the championship team everybody was expecting you guys to be.
Yeah.
And let's talk about your game personally. You know, you're a mobile big. You know, you love to shoot the ball.
Yeah.
And yesterday you had 12 assists.
Yeah, man.
So walk us through you having a big game with 12 assists. You know, as a big man who can move, you know. So, you know, seeing a player with 12 assists, that kind of like, we're looking at greats like LeBron James.
Right.
These are forwards who can see the floor.
Yeah.
Walk us through how you can see the floor.
Yeah, so I've always looked at players like that. For me, passing has always been a part of my game. So that comes easy to me. So looking at players like LeBron James, Magic Johnson, those type of players are players that I always watched growing up. So seeing what they can do on the floor, seeing them that they can pass the ball well, vision has always been part of my game. So even the first few games that I played here, I had a high number of assists. And I pride myself on trying to make the right plays. As I know if I make the right plays, my teammates will get more involved, and then that helps me because teams have to play them if they're scoring the ball. So that makes it easier for me to score. So that's what came into yesterday. It made it so much easier to find my teammates to get that 12 assists.
Yeah, so, you know, looking at the game, looking at how you've been playing, you know, we were thinking, you know, was it a chemistry thing? But seeing yesterday and you giving 12 assists, we're thinking that maybe you guys are beginning to reconnect.
Yeah.
As you can see on the floor, right now, Boko City Chiefs with 19, Hoops and Reed 6, under 4 minutes left here in the first quarter. With me here is Hassan French, one of the international players coming to see how he can improve the league. You know, giving Boko City Chiefs a chance to represent Nigeria at the bar. Now let's talk about BL.
Yeah.
You know, a team like City Chiefs, you know, they've been looking to get to the bar for the last 3 seasons.
Yeah.
And having a good player like Hassan French coming down. Can you talk to the fans, especially the Chiefs fans, you know, about their chances of making it to the bar this season?
Yeah, I feel like we have a chance I feel like we have a greater chance. As long as we go out and do what we know to do, we have a great chance to make it to the ball. I feel like as long as the officiating is fair and right, I've heard a lot of discrepancies the past 3 years about, you know, the officiating and certain things that have been going on for the Chiefs not to make it. So I feel like the fans and even the team is anticipating a win. And I feel like we have a great chance. And I'm excited, to be honest. I feel like Chiefs deserve it. I feel like they deserve it. I feel like the organization as a people, they're great people, are caring people, and I feel like that they deserve to get their chance in the BAL.
Okay, back to the game. Under 4 minutes here in the first quarter. The Boko City Chiefs, Hassan French team is really looking good right now on the floor. We can see them pushing the ball down. And let's talk about you guys pushing the ball down.
Yeah.
You guys, you see, you guys are kind of like more of a half-court team, you know. But in the last 2 games, you guys are now converting your defensive plays to, you know, to transition, pushing the ball down the hill. And then we can see a player like Kareem Joseph on the floor for you guys who has been fantastic in the last 3 games. Can you walk us through how Kareem Joseph has been able to impact your team?
Oh my God, Kareem is a wonderful player. He's a wonderful player. I feel like he's one of the strongest players from the guard position in this league. And I try to just breed confidence in him every game, because the past few games from the start, he's been really a great spark for us on offense and defense. And like to what you just said, us getting better in our transition and things like that, he's been a great leader in that aspect, because his defense helps us lead to getting easy points on offense. So that he's been a great start with that.
Okay, so let's talk about Victor Evans. You guys, Victor Evans, Hassan French, those are the two fans' favorite for Boko City Chiefs.
Yeah.
Walk us through Victor Evans' game and how he has impacted the City Chiefs team.
Yeah. From the guard position, he's a great leader. He's helping leading the young guys on our team, and teaching them certain things that they need to know in order for us to thrive as a team. His game is smooth. He can score from all three levels. He can get to the rim. He can shoot mid-range, and he can shoot from the three, mixed with him being able to defend. So he's a great player across the board, and I respect his game. He really knows what he's doing out there, and he really makes it easier for me. But yesterday he was, I think, maybe 5 or 6 of my assists. So he's great. Victor Evans is a great player.
Yeah, Victor Evans came out yesterday connecting for 6 3-point shots. You know,
Yes.
he shot about 80%.
Yeah.
Behind the arc.
There he goes.
As you can see him going
There
up.
he goes.
Oh, missing this time. We don't have 40 seconds left here in the first quarter. The scoreline: Boko City Chiefs 25, Houston Reed 10. And you can see the defense being played on the floor by Ryan Sally, who has been fantastic coming off the bench for City Chiefs. Ashola drawing the foul with 19 seconds left here in the first quarter.
So for you, what has been one of the funnest games that you've watched of the final 8 so far?
Yeah, like I had 2 games that were I had 2 incredible games with Lagos Legends going up against Rivers Hoopers.
Yeah.
And of course, your team, Boko City Chiefs, going up against Rivers Hoopers.
Yeah. That was a good one. That was a good one.
When I was calling the last, let's say the last 10 seconds of the game in regular time, I almost called you guys winning the game when Bucci stepped out. I was like, and with this, and then the next thing I saw the ball getting into the hands of Mustafa Oyebanji.
Then bounced on the rim.
Yeah, he just took a 3.
Oh my God.
So those 2 games have been my best games so far here.
Yeah.
And everybody will be looking towards the Final 4.
Yeah.
You know, you guys qualifying, making the top 4. A lot of things will go back. Like I was talking to one of your assistant coaches. Mm-hmm. He said, you know, everybody came into this game, you know, not knowing what to expect.
Yeah.
You looking at Legends team for the first time.
Yep.
Looking at, you know, even the Rivers Hoopers for the first time. But now, you know. But the thing is that they know what to expect from you guys too. So 1 second left. Sorry, 8 seconds left on the clock here in the first quarter. I will get back to Hassan French shortly. You know, with 7 seconds left, the scoreline is Boko City Chiefs 25, Houston Reed 13. 7 seconds. Ryan will look to inbound. Ryan gets the ball to Paul.
Let's get something
7
good.
seconds.
Let's get something good. Okay, Paul.
Paul missing. 1 second left on the clock here in the first quarter. And that will do it for the first. Houston Reed 13, Boko City Chiefs 25. So back to Hassan French. You know, I was telling you about your assistant coach telling me that, you know, now everybody knows what to expect from other teams. But now everybody also knows what to expect from Hassan French, Victor Evans, and of course Oliver, who had a slow start, but you could see him going 5 for 5 in the field yesterday.
Yeah.
You know, he has come alive. Now everybody knows what to expect from you guys now. So what is going to be the mindset coming back to the Final 4?
I feel like it's coming out there with a mindset to win. That's what it starts off with. I mean, every team, we know what every team has to offer. I know for myself, there's even more that I can even do. I know that there's another level that I can tap into to help us win. So that's what I'm coming in to try to do. And as a team, we can do even more. We have a good game, but we can have a little better game than we had yesterday against any team. We know we can do better than any game we played so far, and it's coming together for 40 minutes, not 30 minutes, not 25 minutes. And we show sometimes 25 minutes that we can be great, 30 minutes that we can be great. We go up 18 and then we let teams come back. And I feel like now we're starting to get it where we can put a full game together for 40 minutes and come out and really dominate for a full game. So that's what we want to do for the Final Four.
Okay, so we're going to be having some fun interaction. You can drop your questions for Hassan French. And right now we have a question coming from Odeleye. Odeleye wants to know, Hassan French, will y'all be able to keep leads during the Final Four?
Yeah. I think we're doing better with being able to keep leads now. I feel like some things are out of our hands as far as the officiating, but the things that we can do to keep leads, we must do and we will do. As far as not making so many turnovers, we had a lot of turnovers. One game we had 19, one game we had 18, 17 one game. So cutting down on those turnovers is things that we must do and that we will do, and making the right reads.
Okay, we're heading back into the second quarter. With me here is Hassan French, one of the new imports for Boko City Chiefs. He had a fantastic game yesterday. He had 12 assists. You know, it's rare you seeing a forward who can put the ball on the floor, especially here in the league. And now Hassan had 12 assists as we head back into the game. The scoreline is Boko City Chiefs 25, Hobson Reed 13, as Habib is being fouled by Ifeanyi to start the second quarter. Your questions, we're still looking at questions from the fans. If you want to ask Hassan French any question, drop in the comment section, and Hassan will be on the mic to respond to you.
I'm here.
Okay, another question coming in. Ifeanyi wants to know why Chiefs have not been playing their young players.
I feel like, now we're getting everybody in the rotation now. We're finding what everybody needs to do as far as getting comfortable. I feel like the first couple games, like I said before, I feel like everybody really wasn't comfortable. So we were coming out, sometimes the guys would get minutes, and we weren't producing with those minutes. So now we know what we must do on the floor. We must hit shots. If you're a shooter, we need you to knock down shots. We need everybody to defend. So now I feel like guys everybody knows their role, and people will get more minutes as everybody thrives in their role.
Back to the game, Boko City Chiefs holding on to a 12-point lead here in the second quarter. And you can see Boko City Chiefs responding early. Tossing to inbound. Ifeanyi has the ball. Watch it driving, draws the foul. Can't finish, but we head to the free throw line. And don't forget, with me here is Hassan French, one of the new imports for Boko City Chiefs, a fine player, having a fantastic final eight so far here in the city of HARCOURT. All action brought to you by One Sport TV. So a quick question, Hassan.
Yeah.
You know, when you guys go back, have you been able to, go on TV to try and review what One Sport TV is doing to the league? Tell us about that.
Yeah, definitely. Every game I try to go back and I watch the film of the stuff that we can improve on. That's the best thing about One Sport so far. Being able to go back and watch the games. You guys actually have it set up pretty fast that we can watch the film and the clips back immediately. So that's been one great thing, and we need that in order to improve and get better game by game.
Back to the game, Ryan driving. Ryan was fouled. One of the players coming up the bench for Boko City Chiefs, Ryan Sally.
A great young guy for us.
Has been great coming off the bench.
Yep, he's been having a great game coming off the bench. Young guy coming in, improving and doing great. Perfect example of thriving in his role.
Yeah, another question coming in. Hassan French, I told you you're one of the fans' favorite. Last year, one of the fans' favorite was Kelvin Amayo, who's playing for Rivers Hoopers.
Yeah.
And right now, everybody's connecting to you. So a fan wants to know where you've been playing before heading down to Nigeria.
Yeah. Before coming here, I was in China. Currently played in China, and before that, I was playing in Kosovo. Played in DR, played in the UK, and I played Slovenia, and also G League. So I've been around a few places. Nigeria has been fun to me so far. And to be honest, I love Africa.
Back to the game, you can see Boko City Chiefs out by 14 here in the second quarter. Evans going up, missing. Cosby, the rebound. Cosby going up, and Cosby is fouled by Ifeanyi. Cosby will head to the line. Under 9 minutes here in the second quarter. Another question. Hassan, another fan wants to know, you've been watching, have you been taking note of the BL so far? Yeah, looking at your team, a fan wants to know if your team can match up teams in the BAL.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like the BAL is very strong. It's a very strong lead, and it's expanding every year. I feel like we definitely have what it takes to expand to that next step, and we showed, because River Hoopers are our experienced team. They're a very good team that gets to go on BAL and to show what they can do, and we show what we can do against them. So I know that we can go out there and
as Evans connects on the three, Victor Evans, a good shooter, connected 6 threes yesterday, and now just dropped another one as Ifeanyi draws the foul.
Good call.
Foul on the floor, being called by the referee. Let's look at the referees for this game. We have Gambo Musa, who is the crew chief. We have Afolabi and Joseph Patrick. These are 3 referees for the game. Under 8 minutes to play here in the second quarter, the scoreline is Boko City Chiefs 31, Hoops and Reed 13. And with me here is Hassan French, one of the new imports for Boko City Chiefs. And you can drop your questions for Hassan French in the comment section, and Hassan will get right to you.
Yes, I will.
Okay, Hassan, another question is in. A very good question. They said somebody wants to know how a genius like you is supposed to lead, or how you've been leading. Okay, let me put it this way. He asked the question and said, how have you been able to lead, a genius like you be able to lead with so much composure?
Yeah, that comes with experience. Leading with experience. When you've been battle tested and you played in all different places, you really learn how to stay composed. I played in the most wildest environments, playing Partizan and Red Star and those guys in EuroLeague and stuff like that. So even the college experiences that I had. So I've been able to build resilience and being able to be composed in all types of situations. Always having that is very important. And we have some young guys on our team, so I must be that leader for them to stay poised and for them to look to when the times get rough.
Back to the game with under 7 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Chiefs leading. Chiefs up to 31 points. Hoops and Reed still trying to get in the game as Ikena going up. Ikena missing, but
got a rebound.
Michael Steve will get the rebound and put it back for Hoops and Reed. And the lead is back to 16.
Take your time.
Ryan almost lost the ball, but down ball call as Obin has stepped in to the rescue. And now it's Chiefs ball.
Those are the plays right there. The almost turnover plays that we got to take our time while we're up. Make a smart read and use our IQ.
Yeah, so my own question to Hassan French again. Hassan, you're coming down. How do you see the league? Is it a tough league? With the kind of players you're seeing, kind of hustle players you're seeing.
Yeah.
Tell us about the league so far.
Yeah, the league is very strong, man. I've never been a part of a league with so many athletic people all at once. I feel like it's from the guard position all the way to the bigs. Everybody's athletic, and it's also a very physical league, which I love. Granted, sometimes it doesn't work in the favor. Sometimes when there's tough reffing and then there's tough physicality, there has to be an even balance. But the league is pretty strong all across the board. Every team comes out to play hard, and every team is coming to win. So every game you have to play, or you can potentially lose.
Yeah, having you play around the world, coming into Nigerian league, what do you think the league needs to do to improve? Trying to meet international standard.
Yeah. First, officiating. Officiating has to get better in order for other teams to thrive. One team can't thrive and be the only dominant team that they want to see go into the big dance. They got to give everybody a fair chance, and with that, great things can happen. And also it helps with the basketball. The basketball, the levels will go up, and more people with great talent will want to come into the league if it's not just so much brute force happening on the court. I think that the league has potential to grow each year. I feel like this league can be very strong, and I also feel like the destination for the games have to be in different places, maybe going to Legos and things like that. Will make it even stronger.
Back to the game with under 6 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Michael Steve on the free throw line for Hoops and Reed. The score line, Boko City Chiefs 35, Hoops and Reed 17. And with me here is one of the new international imports for Boko City Chiefs. It's been a great game so far. And you guys can ask Hassan French any question you want to hear from him in the comment section. And I will ask him, and you guys will hear from him. Hassan French, who has played around the world, is here in the league, looking to get Boko City Chiefs to the bar.
Yeah.
City Chiefs has been seeking, looking for a bar slot in the last 3 years.
Yeah.
With Osekiatu as the owner. Okay, another question coming in. Hassan French, somebody wants to know which NBA team you would love to play for if you ever get a chance to play for an NBA team.
If I had the chance to play for an NBA team, I'm from New York, so I would go with the New York Knicks. I would go with the New York Knicks. That would be a dream come true. Maybe even the Brooklyn Nets or New York Knicks. And then I would be crazy to not say LA, because I would love to play with LeBron and just pick his brain.
Okay. Back to the game. We're under 5 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Worship on the free throw line for Hoops and Reed. And Boko City Chiefs up to 17 here in the second, as Coach Alex will look to talk things out. Timeout, City Chiefs. With me here is one of the new imports, Hassan French, who has been fantastic so far here in the final 8. And you can ask him questions. Ask him anything you want in the comment section. And Hassan French will be. So, looking at, the basketball in general has evolved. Teams are now spreading the floor with Steph Curry being one of the guys that started, trying to show everybody that you can play the game outside. Yeah. So tell us about the shooting level of Nigerian league. What you have seen so far?
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of shooters across the league. You have to be prepared, because you never know when somebody's going to take a shot. So you literally have to press up and be there. And if not, even with Rivers, we've seen guys shooting from half court. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely a good shooting league. Even for myself, I've shot the ball pretty well in the league. So every team has knockdown shooters. So it's been pretty good. And I feel like everybody watches those guys like Stephen Curry and the great shooters of our time.
Okay, back to the game. Under 5 minutes to play. Boko City Chiefs 37, Hoops and Reed 20. Hoops and Reed still struggling to get themselves in the game. Hoops and Reed have been a wonderful team. You can see they're a very young team. You can see their technical director, Olumide Oyedeji, Olamide, who used to play for the NBA,
Ah, nice.
coming back, trying to see how he can impact his own community. Great things. And you can also see Osekiatu, who is the owner of Boko City Chiefs. We'd like to know, Hassan, what's your relationship with, what's your relationship like with the team owner, Osekiatu?
It's great, man. It's great. He's amazing. He stays on us. He stays on our guys. He makes sure that we have everything we need, and he makes sure that we're going into the game prepared. That's one thing. We're not going into the game blind or not prepared. We're going into each and every game prepared, and we're going into each and every game knowing what we're up against. We're making sure that we're strong, and he's a great character guy, and it goes down from him all the way down to the coaches and all the way down to the players. When you have good people, good staff, and people that you're working with, man, it makes it easier to play your heart out.
Back to the game with under 5 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Chinedu has the ball. Chinedu being guarded by Ikena to Habib. Habib stops, pumps it, going up, missing. Last touch, Chiefs. Hoops and Reed will keep possession. Let's look at the players on the floor for Hoops and Reed. Alex looking to inbound. Gets the ball to Washi. Back to Alex. Ikena. Francis and Michael Steve on the floor for Hoops and Reed. Let's look at the players on the floor for the Chiefs team. We have Obina on the ball right now. Paul Dibar, an aggressive player. Habib Hassan. Chinedu, the captain. And of course, Karim Joseph. Chinedu has the ball. Gets the ball to Obina. Obina driving. Obina
Nice.
draws the foul but can't finish. Obina will head to the free throw line. Okay, another question is in for Hassan French. They said, a quick question coming in. Hassan, I believe you played in Asia. How do you think your Asian playing style will adapt to the African basketball scene? And what do you hope to learn from this experience? Good question there. Game elevates. Oh, Muri, we see you.
Yeah, definitely from Asia to here, playing with more athletic players on your team across the board. Over here, every team is athletic, and our team that we have, everybody's pretty athletic across the board. So being able to play with those guys and play against that physicality has been pretty great. So seeing that, playing with guys who are used to playing with that physicality, that's been one major difference from Asia to here. And I feel like this is something that will stick with me forever. Playing against this physicality and this athleticism helps me across the board. I think it helps me prepare for anything.
Okay, let's look at how guys have been scoring so far in the game. Michael Oriaki Owen has 9 points so far for Boko City Chiefs. Karim Joseph, who has been fantastic in the last 3 games, has 6 points. And the captain, Chinedu, with 6 points for Boko City Chiefs, as Hassan shooting but missing. Emeka bringing the ball down for Hoops and Reed. Let's look at the players for Hoops and Reed. We have Shola with 7 points. That's their leading scorer so far. Under 4 minutes to play here in the second quarter, Chinedu being guarded by Taiwo. And now, Evans has the ball. Evans being guarded by Ikena. Gets a double screen. Evans gets to the middle, stops, goes up. Evans can't connect. Ikena with the rebound, no. Player scrambling on the ball. And now, Worship driving, draws the foul. Worship will head to the free throw line for Hoops and Reed. So, having played against, 6 teams so far, here in the Final A. The top teams, Lagos Legends, Rivers Hoopers, and of course, Boko City Chiefs. The three of you have made it to the Final Four, but a spot is still open, and two teams are looking to fill up that spot. So who do you think is going to fill up the spot, Nile University or Kano Pillars?
They're both strong teams. It can go either way, to be honest. They're both strong teams, and Pillars showed yesterday that they can come out and beat a top team like the Legends.
Yeah, and the result can even swing, and you can even see Nigerian Customs in the top four. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the result can swing because if Nile University loses, Kano Pillars losing, and Nigerian Customs winning, the both will be tied on 3 wins.
Yep.
And then FIBA rules will come to play where we go back to the table to see who gets in. So the 3 teams with chances to go further will be Nile University, Kano Pillars, and Nigerian Customs, depending on how the result will be today. So, but Hassan French, who do you think will make it, to the last spot?
I believe it's going to be out of the Pillars or Nile. I think Nile might get it. I think Nile might.
Looking at Nile playing
I think
Lagos
Pillars
Legends
are very strong though. I think they play very
Nile
hard.
gone up against Lagos Legends, who lost yesterday. To Kano Pillars.
I feel like Nile's actually a pretty good team, and they actually showed that against Rivers. They gave Rivers a tough game. So I feel like as long as they show what they can do, I feel like they have a chance. But I also think that the Pillars are a very strong team. I do think that they're a very strong team, and I think that they can show, and they showed even yesterday, that they can blow teams out.
Under 2 minutes to play here in the second quarter, the scoreline, Boko City Chiefs 41, Hoops and Reed 29. Worship going on missing, rebound Chinedu. A minute to play here in the second. Karim bringing the ball down, gets the ball to Oliver. Dunking, they're missing for Chiefs. And you can see the reaction of Hassan French.
He gotta make that. He gotta make that. His legs can't be warm. He gotta make that one.
54 seconds left here in the first half.
Easy ones don't come that often. Gotta finish your breakfast.
It's been a great game so far from your team, Hassan French.
Yeah.
Having you sit next to me here and watching your team play. What can you see of your team so far on the floor?
The pace that they're playing with is pretty good. And we have to use, the pace. From Kareem, that we have to finish, but the pace that we're using as a team has been pretty good. Getting to our spots, even when a team like Hoops and Reed will try to speed you up. And that's how they cause turnovers, by causing chaos. You have to use your IQ, calm down, get to your stuff, make smart reads against them. And I feel like we're doing that right now. I feel like we can convert a little bit more on a couple plays, finishing and things like that. But I think we're playing pretty well.
30 seconds left here in the first half. The scoreline, Boko City Chiefs 41, Hoops and Reed 29. If you want Hassan French to answer any question, drop it in the comment section. And Hassan, one of the new imports for Boko City Chiefs, will get to you. The first game of the last day here in the Final 8, we've seen the top 8 teams in Nigeria in Port Harcourt battling for a top 4 finish, and our action was brought to you by One Sport TV. And we want to give a shout out to Weber Hoops. Weber Hoops, one of our broadcast sponsors, as Owen will connect for 3. And the lead is back to 15 with 19 seconds left here in the second quarter. Worship bringing the ball down for Hoops and Reed. Directing traffic, gets the ball to Shola. Shola going up, missing. Owen with the rebound, 7 seconds. 5 seconds, Owen. 3 seconds to Chinedu. Chinedu goes up. And can't connect on the buzzer.
Close.
And with that, the first half comes to a close. When this game returns, it's going to be Hoops and Reed 29, Boca City Chiefs 44.
Walk over. When you join us, no matter. You all have to work for it. We cannot play like that. We can afford. Come on. You learn every day. You are watching. You are seeing how you watch a lot of games here.
Nigerian Cotton 41, Hoops and Reed 56.
Let's talk about it. Different thing, but we talk about it over and over. Shout. Hey, shout. Talk to yourself on defense.
Oh my God. That was offensive now. Let them go line. See the ball. See the ball.
Gets the ball. Pass on front. Victor, we shoot again. Connects.
After the game, he came up to me. Why'd you hit that three, man? Why?
Into the second half of the game here in the city of HARCOURT. And you can see Boko City Chiefs with a 15-point lead. City Chiefs have 44 points. And you can see Ikena connecting to cut the lead to 13. Karim driving. Can't finish. Rebound Taiwo. Hoops and Reed looking to push. Worship. Gets to the middle. Back to Francis. Francis driving. Francis met Oliver. Can't finish. But will keep possession. Francis to Ikena. Ikena turns, missing. Ball back to Hoops and Reed.
Rebound Black. Rebound Black.
Francis going up, missing. Chase ball. And with me here is Hassan French back in the second half of the game. Me and Hassan, we've been running the show. And before we left, I told you guys if you want to hear from Hassan French, who is one of the international players for Bogo City Chiefs, send your questions, and I can see your questions coming in. As Karim brings the ball down for Chiefs. And the general manager of Bogo City Chiefs, Fana Yonem, will also be joining us soon. Oliver to Karim, Karim to the middle. Karim going up, missing. Chinedu, no. Worship pushing the ball down for Hoops and Reed. Hoops and Reed who are looking to run. And now the lead is down to 11. Chiefs led as many as 17 in this one. And Hassan, please, I don't want to jinx it, but you know, your team will blowing leads. And now they led as many as 17 in this one. And now you can see the lead has been cut to 11. Does that kind of like, are we supposed to be scared or just?
No, I definitely wouldn't be scared. I think it's just something we got to go back on the film. When we have the break before the Final Four and watch the film and work on segments like this, making sure that things like this can't happen and won't happen, focusing on our energy and what we're supposed to do when things start to happen like this, when we start losing the lead. I feel like that's the most important part. And I know we will. We have a great coaching staff, and we go over things as a team and watch over things as a team. So I know that we'll go over it and make sure that for the Final Four we'll be more prepared.
Okay, when we were talking, I was making emphasis on you guys playing so much, you know, half-court offense. But I forgot to mention something.
Yeah.
You know, part of the reason why you guys are losing leads is not only because you guys don't get out to run.
Yeah.
Right? Let's talk about you guys' turnovers. You guys are leading the league here in the final 8 in turnovers.
Yeah.
So now, how do you guys look to see how you can reduce your turnovers? You know, competing against 4 elite teams. You know, the final 8, you guys are playing against, you know, other 7 good teams.
Right.
But right now, we're talking about the top 4 teams in the country.
Right.
So how do you guys look, you know, working through, trying to see how you can reduce your turnovers?
Yeah, that's going to have to come down to watching the film, watching the games back as we've been doing, and being able to really sit down. Each day we have to move on to the next game. So it's been tougher to really get and sit down and focus on the game before. We know what we do the day before when you mess up on the game, but you have to focus when you have to play that next day. You have to focus on that team and what they do to kind of, you know, get to the point to thrive. We'll be able to sit down and see what we did wrong in each game and to see what we can't do for the next game. So we played every team now. We see what every team does. And even if they have something that they switch up, we'll be able to be more prepared.
Yeah, we're back in the second half of the game with under 8 minutes to play here in the third. And City Chiefs are looking to slow down their tempo as Hoops and Reed are trying to find momentum. Ikena has the ball in the post, being doubled. Ikena almost lost the ball, but last thought Chiefs, Hoops and Reed will keep possession. And with me here is the new import for Bogo City Chiefs, a fine player, played around the world, and is here in Nigeria playing for City Chiefs, Hassan French. You can ask Hassan anything you want, just ask in the comment section, and Hassan will bring answers.
Yes,
Let's take a question. So Hassan, somebody wants to know what inspired you to take on the challenge of playing basketball in Africa, and how do you think that will impact your career?
I think it will help a lot. I think for me personally, helping with the physicality and being here has definitely helped me a lot. I think I wanted to take on the challenge for sure because I've always wanted to go to Africa, and seeing this opportunity to get a team the chance to help them try to get into the ball is something that's very important, and it helps me get my exposure for teams to see me to even if the ball is my next opportunity. That's something that will be great for me, and that will be good for my experience as well.
Ikenna heading to the line for Hoops and Reed. Under 7 minutes to play here in the third. Ikenna missing. Oliver with the rebound. Oliver, who had a wonderful game yesterday for Chiefs. Oh, commits a turnover. And Timmy will drive. Timmy looking to finish. Can't finish. Rebound, Chinedu. Back to Owen. Owen pushing the ball for Chiefs. Owen slowing down. Gets the ball to Kareem. Oliver has the ball. Oliver being guarded by Shola. Chinedu, two-man game between the two bigs in the game right now. And Owen will shoot. Owen missing. And now, Hoops will bring down the ball. Good defense by Victor Evans as Washington was trying to connect. On the other end, Kareem moving through baseline. And the referee will stop the game. Shot clock is malfunctioning. It's been a wonderful game so far, and thanks to Hassan French. Hassan, thank you so much for joining us. And we'll be looking to see more of you in the Final Four.
Definitely.
Just say something to the fans before you leave us.
I thank you guys for embracing me. We got a lot more things to show, and I'm looking to win a championship. So I thank you guys once again, and I'll see you guys soon.
With your legs. Your legs. Under 6 minutes left here in the third, the score line is Hoops and Reed 38, Boko City Chiefs 48, as Victor Evans head to the free throw line for Boko City Chiefs. Joining us here is the general manager for Boko City Chiefs, Mr. Fana, your name. Mr. Fana, you're welcome.
Thank you for having me on your TV.
Yeah, Mr. Your name, you can see your team playing. What can you see about your team? Or what can you say about your team so far in this game?
This particular game?
Yeah, this very game.
Well, I see them playing consistent, like the chemistry is building, right? Yeah, so with the way it's going, yeah, sure, they're gonna win. That's the truth.
Yeah, so tell us about your new import. We've seen Hassan French.
Yeah.
Hassan French has been fantastic. A slow start by Oliver, but Oliver had a fantastic game yesterday.
Yeah.
And Victor Evans had a wonderful game yesterday, connecting, with 6 3-pointers. So
Okay.
tell us about your new players.
Okay, the thing about our new players is we did our scouting. Yes, we did our scouting. If you look at the way we've played so far here, we've just been trying to gel, trying to get to know ourselves. That's why you see, with each game we play, we're getting to know ourselves. Now, I want to say something about a game we played, like the second game we played. If you look at the game against Legends, you notice that normally a team like City Chiefs leading with that point, with such number of points, shouldn't lose that game. You understand? But it was a process for us, like we getting to know ourselves better. So I think what our foreign imports bring into to the team, very good. They bring leadership. And also for Oliver, after 2 games, we noticed where he's strong at and where his deficiencies are. So that's why now we know how to play him and when to play him and when not to. So basically, our team is just evolving. Like we're getting better by the day. And I believe by the Final Four, it's going to be difficult to beat this team.
Yeah, congrats to your team for qualifying to the Final Four.
Yeah.
You guys are already the top among the top 3 teams heading into the Final Four. Is Lagos Legends, Rivers Hoopers, and of course your team, Boko City Chiefs.
Yeah.
Now, when you were talking, you mentioned something which has been a concern for the Chiefs fans and the Nigerian basketball community.
Yeah.
All season long, your team has been known for blowing away big leads. We saw 30 points in Jaws.
Yeah.
Here we saw, in Jaws we saw 18 points against Nile University.
Yeah.
We saw another 20 points
Yeah.
against Gombe Bulls.
Yeah.
But even though the both teams lost the game, but we saw them coming back in the game.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying. Like we've been keeping track about how your team have been blowing leads.
Yeah.
And then here in the final 8, we saw you leading as many as 18 points against Lagos Legends.
Yeah.
We saw you leading as many as 18 points against Rivers Hoopers.
Hoopers.
So now that has been a concern for the basketball community. So how do you guys look to manage that heading into the Final Four?
Okay, well, heading into the Final Four, we're going to have something like a close camp. Now, I'll say something about that. If you look at this team, like I said, we're evolving. Now, while we were in Jos, right, we had a different coach, right? So let's say it's a process. We're going through a process. Now, that was the different philosophy. And then from Jos, we discovered that it couldn't work with the other coach. Now, we had to change the coaching crew. Now, this is a whole new philosophy altogether again. And now, a new coach is coming at the middle of the season. He has to build from what was existing. And then, prior to even the league starting, if you look at the way we recruited in a hurry. When we started the first phase, if you notice, we had like 6 players. It was as the championship was going on that we brought in all our players. And then speaking of us losing leads, at least you can also commend us that while we were in Abuja against the same customs.
Yeah, you guys came back from 20 points.
Yes.
Yeah, we know about that. Like I said, we've been keeping track of the league this season. One Sport TV has been doing a wonderful job. We've been keeping track about every single thing going on in the league.
Yeah.
So we know. So you're talking about, so far so good. In the last 2 games, your team has been fantastic.
Yeah.
We saw the way you guys played yesterday. You guys play like a championship team.
Yeah.
And I know that a lot of teams coming into the Final Four, we look at you guys in a different way.
Yeah.
Now on the floor, we can see Karim Joseph.
Yeah.
Please, we want to talk about Karim Joseph and how he has evolved so far in the last 3 games.
Yeah.
He has virtually been one of your best players on the floor.
Yeah.
Please, can you tell us what brought about Karim having a lot of minutes and the way Karim is playing right now, right here in the Final 8?
Okay, Karim is a fantastic player. He only takes a good coach, or it takes anyone who knows basketball. When you see a player, you know what this player can bring onto the team. Now, if you look at the way Karim plays, and you look at the way he played in the first phase and in Jos, even if he's not on the ball, Karim is the type of player that does everything. He's ready to play defense for the team. He's ready to pick all the rebounds, and then he's very good with cleaning up the board. So naturally he loves basketball, and that's why he's called Ginger Bound. So he just when the coach first came, he said he doesn't know Karim, but when he saw Karim, he was like, man, I love this kid. So it's just about trust. Now the coach has entrusted the team into his hands. Even when we brought the foreign pros, the team was handed over to Karim, and he was like, me? He said, yes, you own this team. And so that trust, that trust is what has made him evolve. In as much as he's a good player, the trust has made him. The trust is a factor in the way he's playing.
Back to the game. Under 3 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. The scoreline, Boko City Chiefs 50. Talking about blowing leads. In this game, City Chiefs were up as many as 15 points.
Yeah.
And you can see Hoops and Reed fighting their way back.
Yeah.
Hoops and Reed, who had a slow start, but now looking to stage a comeback in this one.
3rd quarter.
With us here is the general manager for Boko City Chiefs, Mr. Fana Yonem doing a great job with his team, looking to get the team to the BAL. No, looking to get his team or make his team league champions and get them to the bar as Evans missing on the other end. Let's talk about another player who has been fantastic. You know, earlier in the final 8, we saw him on. We are not seeing much of him, but coming on the floor, we're talking about Ryan Sally.
Yeah.
You know, we started seeing Ryan Sally, and you know, I think we started seeing Ryan Sally, and things started changing for you guys.
Yeah.
So, what brought about the change of inserting Ryan Sally back into the lineup?
Okay. Well, it's natural. You know, we have a player of Timothy's caliber. Now, Timothy was taking that spot, but if you look at the game, Timothy is clearly not okay. You understand? He's injured. He's hurt. So if you see the 2 games he played, he couldn't give us results. Now it's natural and it's normal for us to say, okay, now let's try Ryan, and it has been something else. Ryan has been something else for the team. So I think it's just an easy thing. And Timothy is out there, and he's also cheering Ryan up. So that's what we see. That's what we call team spirit.
Okay, back to the game. We're under 2 minutes to play. Taiwo in the pen, going on missing. Ball. Last touch. Hoops and Reed. The ref will say Chiefs ball. The lead is back to 8. We're under 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter. City Chiefs. Karim bringing the ball down for Chiefs. Karim being guarded by Tosin. Karim almost lost the ball trying to find Habib Hassan, but it's fouled, so Chiefs will head to the line as Hoops and Reed are over the limit. We're under 2 minutes to play. We have the general manager of Boko City Chiefs, Mr. Fana Yonem, here with us. Yeah, let's talk about a game that was a little bit controversial.
Yeah.
But we're trying to keep it very simple. You guys lost in overtime to River Supers.
Yeah.
And then we saw a lot of noise online. Mm-hmm. But you know, we did our findings, and already the basketball community had a lot of concern about your team.
Yeah.
You know, you guys blowing leads, and here in the final 8, you guys are leading in turnovers.
Yeah.
So, how do you explain losing a game, leading as many as 18 points with a lot of turnovers in the game, and then we were seeing a lot of noise? You know, can you walk us through that?
Okay. Firstly, I don't want to comment about the officiating or anything, but I'm first gonna speak about my team, and then I'll also comment a little bit about officiating. Now, that game, yes, we lost the game ourselves, because if you look at in regulation time, Abel had the ball. City Chiefs were up by 1 point. Now, Abel had
The chance of keeping the ball.
For 4 seconds.
Exactly.
And then he
You know,
went
they
to
call that
layup.
basketball IQ.
Yes, and
Yeah.
he went to layup. So we had the chance to kill the game, but we didn't kill the game. So first we threw the game. We gave the game to River Supers. You cannot play against a home team and give them opportunities. We brought them back into the game. So for me, I have nothing to say about even at the last shot Musti took. There's controversy. The time had finished. And
No, there was no
I have
controversy.
nothing to say about
If you go
that.
back and watch the video, when Buchi stepped out, I used to call the time. If the
He
basketball
stepped out, his leg was on the line.
No, his leg. No, we don't have to argue about that. We have done our video review.
Okay.
Like I said, One Sport TV is bringing you all the action here in Port Harcourt.
Okay. So can I say, okay.
47 seconds left in the third quarter. The scoreline, Hoops and Reed, 47. Boko City Chiefs, 53. Chiefs led as many as 15 points in this game. And Hoops and Reed looking like the young, fast team they have been all final 8. Worship, get to the middle.
Oh,
Worship,
That's nice.
connects for 2. And the lead has been cut to 4 with under 30 to play here in the third quarter. Karim bringing down the ball for Boko City Chiefs, being guarded by Emeka Worship. Karim. The ball is now in the hands of Victor Evans, being guarded by Francis. Evans gets to the middle, back to Paul. Paul going up, missing. Habib with the rebound to Karim, and now Evans shoots, missing. Paul with the rebound, but that will do it for the third quarter.
Yeah.
The scoreline is Hoops and Reed 49, Boko City Chiefs 53. When this game resumes, it's going to be Hoops and Reed 49, Boko City Chiefs 53. But with us here is the general manager, of course, Mr. Fane Yonem. So back to you, Mr. Fane Yonem. We were having a conversation about, the River Supers game and your team. So we did our video analysis, and Buchi's leg was not on the line.
Okay.
When Buchi caught the ball, it was 2.2 seconds.
Yeah.
And that's enough time to swing the ball, across court, because when you saw Mustafa Oyebanji going up, right, my eyes were on the clock switching back because I was calling the game. And the shot left his hand in time.
Okay.
So correct me to say that, that was a good play.
It was a good play. Was his leg on the line? No, Buchi. Mustafa.
Yeah, Mustafa had two of your players were in front of Musti. Like I said, we did our video review. One Sport TV, that's what we do here.
Yeah.
Trying to bring the game closer to you.
Okay.
Making sure that the league gets back. And we also like to know, before we get back to the game, can you tell us what the impact of One Sport TV so far, in the final 8?
Yeah, sure. The impact of One Sport TV has been massive because everybody's enjoying the live coverage and also the commentary and all that, because every time there's a game, I have to send the link of One Sport to people to watch, because I even prefer to watch on One Sport than to watch on my own club's YouTube channel. So I think One Sport is doing a great job, and we only believe that it will get better with what we're seeing. So we just give you guys the props, and we hope that you guys are going to keep it up and also take the bar higher.
Okay, so coming back to your team, what do you think your team needs to do, to be better coming down the Final Four? But you answer that question, when we get back into the fourth quarter.
Okay.
As the fourth quarter is about to resume, the scoreline is Hoops and Reed 49, Boko City Chiefs 53. In this game, Chiefs led as many as 15 points. A slow start by the Hoops and Reed team, but now looking to get their rhythm, have found their rhythm, claw their way back, and they are within reach. It's gonna be the fourth quarter. 10 minutes of action. City Chiefs, who have already qualified for the Final Four, will be playing against, is playing against a team trying to make a statement. Hoops and Reed, they are young. They love to run. Started slow, but now they are looking to get back. And the scoreline remains Hoops and Reed 49, Boko City Chiefs 53 to start the fourth. With me here is the general manager for Boko City Chiefs, Mr. Fane Yonem. If you have questions for the general manager, Mr. Fane Yonem, you can drop it in the comment section, and the questions we get to him. But back to you, the general manager.
Yeah.
What expectation are we going to, or what are the fans expecting from your team come, the Final Four? Now, let me remind you the Final Four. You guys are going to be going up against the top 4 teams, against the top 3 teams in the country.
Yeah.
So how do you guys plan, or what is going to be the expectation? How do you guys plan to, perform in the Final Four?
Now we're going back and we're having a close camp. If you look at our team, you agree with me and notice you've said something about Leeds, about us losing our leads and all that. If you look at it, it always happens in the third quarter. We always have that scare. It happens in the third quarter. Now it's natural for us and the coaching crew to go sit back and see how we can work on that. Now our team needs to be lethal. What I mean lethal is to kill games. You know, you cannot have a lead as much as 30, 18, and then allow people come back in. Now we need to be lethal. We don't need to take our foot off the gear, off the gear or accelerator.
Off the gas, yes.
Off the gas, yes. If we're firing, we need to fire and kill teams off and kill their confidence. That is what we need to work on. You agree with me that we have the firepower. We have what it takes, so we need to improve on our defense and we need to learn how to kill teams off. You also agree with me that if we had that lethal, that mentality,
Yeah.
we wouldn't have lost any game here. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you know, I won't say you guys don't have the closing mentality because you guys don't. You guys start the game very well. As a matter of fact, you guys are one of the best teams here in the final 8 to start any game.
Yeah.
But you guys tend to, you know, slow down the game.
Yeah.
You know, toward the second quarter and then the beginning of the third quarter.
Yeah.
Then you guys will start fighting back. So I won't really say, you know, it's a fourth quarter team for you guys to close game.
Yeah.
We're talking about the second quarter and the third quarter. So, because from my analysis, which One Sport TV has been doing a lot, yeah. So that's what we found out about your team. So,
Yeah.
you know, how do you guys look to find that balance?
Yeah, we'll always find balance. Like today, I had a discussion with my coaches and a few players. I told them that as long as we all stick together, we'll get to know ourselves better. Like I said earlier, if you look at the way the championship is going and the way the game is going, if you see, we're discovering ourselves every day, and our players are discovering themselves every day. So we just want to keep them together, no breaks, and then we'll work on all our lapses.
All right. So
Yeah.
Thank you so much, the general manager.
Yeah.
You know, I would like to get back to the game, but before you leave us, you know, we want you to say something to the Boko City Chiefs fans, what to expect, you know, come the Final Four.
Okay, this one goes out to all the Boko City Chiefs fans, and I'm saying it here. We are going through a process. We started this process 3 years ago, and you see this season, we've been going through the process. Every sweat, every blood, every tear, and every loss we've lost is all about the process. Going into the Final Four, we expect you guys to see us winning all our games, and I mean it. I mean what I'm saying. This will be the year for City Chiefs.
All right, Mr. Fana Yonem, thank you so much. And in the Final Four, it's going to be One Sport TV bringing you all the actions, as you heard from the general manager. If Boko City Chiefs are going to be crowned champions, One Sport TV will be here to bring you all the actions. Thank you so much, Mr. Fana Yonem.
All right, thank you.
Now let's look at the table after 6 days here in Port Harcourt. Your top 4 so far. But let me talk about the top 3 because the fourth position is shaky. You know, the fourth position is shaky. Here are your top 3. Lagos Legends, Rivers Hoopers, and of course, playing on the floor right now, Boko City Chiefs. In fourth position, Nile University. Fifth, Kano Pillars, Hoops and Reed. In sixth, Nigerian Customs. and Kwara Falcons sitting in 8th position. You can see 2 teams being tied on points. Sorry, 4 teams have been tied, but on separate positions. Now University and Kano Pillars are tied with nine points, but now University won Kano Pillars, so they have the head-to-head advantage. That's why you can see now University in 4th. And Hoops and Reed have the head-to-head advantage over Nigerian Customs. That's why they sit in 6th. And now we're back into the game with Hoops and Reed fighting back. And going through my stat sheet right now, City Chiefs led as many as 20 points in this one. I've been calling 15. I've just confirmed with my stat sheet that City Chiefs led as many as 20 points. That has been the story of Boko City Chiefs all season long, blowing leads. And to end the final 8, the Hoops and Reed, who are looking to end on the strong note, are looking to fight their way back after being down 20. Evans almost lost the ball. 5 seconds. Evans. Last touch, Hoops and Reed. The ref will say, Chiefs ball. 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Under 8 minutes to play here in the 4th quarter. The scoreline, Hoops and Reed, 52. Boko City Chiefs, 53. Earlier in the game, we had Hassan French joining us here. And later, the general manager of Boko City Chiefs, Mr. Fanen Yonem, also sat with us. And with me here is Abdul Salam Peace. I call him Halal. He has been the one bringing the scoreline, giving you all the different angle views. It's not been easy. It's been 7 days of basketball action and One Sport TV. We've been trying to bring the action closer to you. We've always seen your comments, the scoreline, the time. It's not really been easy, but when the season started, we promised ourselves that this was going to be our sacrifice. We were going to do this to make sure that if this was our path to developing Nigerian basketball, this is what we were going to do to see how we can bring the best to Nigerian basketball. And if you guys can say, we know we've not been doing the best of job, but sometimes it's good to give credit where credit is due.
Yeah.
So shout out to One Sport TV. I was talking with one of the new imports. He was telling me how they go back. They have their YouTube channel, Boko City Chiefs, but when they go back, they prefer reviewing games on One Sport TV. So if you think what One Sport TV have been doing, you can just give a shout out to us. We're just trying to make sure that this is our part, trying to see how we can, contribute to the game of basketball. With under 7 minutes to play, the scoreline, Hoops and Reed, 52. Boko City Chiefs, 53. Chiefs led as many as 20 points in this one. A slow start by the Hoops and Reed team. And now, they're fighting back within one. Ryan bringing down the ball for Chiefs. Gets the ball to Victor Evans. Evans. Turnover. And now, Hoops and Reed has possession. Hoops and Reed will be bringing down the ball with a chance to lead for the first time in this game. Emeka Worship bringing down the ball for Hoops and Reed, being guarded by Karim Joseph. Worship almost lost the ball. Good pressure defense by Karim. Emeka, crossover, lost the ball. Good defense by Karim Joseph. Coming up next is Nigerian Customs against Kano Pillars. Evans to the middle, to the captain, Chinedu. Chinedu back to Evan. Evan goes up, missing. No, the ball back into the hands of Chiefs. Chinedu. Chinedu almost lost the ball trying to find Oliver. Last touch, Hoops and Reed. Chiefs will keep possession. Under 6 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. The scoreline is Hoops and Reed 52, Boko City Chiefs 53. Chiefs led as many as 20 points in the game, and Hoops and Reed fighting back, trying to finish strong here in the final four. Sorry, here in the final 8. I'm already calling final 4 because we're heading into the final 4. Ryan, we head to the free throw line. Ryan has been sensational here for City Chiefs, coming off the bench. Ryan Salis was not in the player rotation. You know, some players, when they sit out for too long, they tend to, you know, their groove is being taken away. But you can see Ryan, when the team knew that they needed somebody who could move down the floor as quick as possible, because City Chiefs, they were getting into their offensive set so late. They were playing more of half-court offense. They would get the rebound, walk the ball down the floor. And I think the coach was trying to see how he can get his team fast. And so Ryan was being brought back into rotation, and since getting back, Ryan has been great. Ryan on the line for City Chiefs. Connects on the first free throw. Under 6 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Boko City Chiefs led as many as 20 points in this game. Hoops and Reed had a slow start, but now they are looking to push. It's a one-possession game. Scoreline, Hoops and Reed 52. Boko City Chiefs 55. Alex being guarded by Ryan. Alex goes up. Alex ties the game for Hoops and Reed. Boko City Chiefs has led from the jump ball, with Hoops and Reed fighting their way back. Chiefs led as many as 20 points in the game. And now, looking to get a stop. Hoops and Reed. Alex. Oh, Ryan draws the foul on Alex. Hoops and Reed yet to lead in this game. Boko City Chiefs led as many as 20. Under 5 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. You see, the good thing about Boko City Chiefs is that they have already qualified for Final Four. So losing this game will only make things difficult for NBBF going back to the table, trying to see how they can figure out who is going to replace. Either is it going to be Nile University in fourth? Is it going to be Kano Pillars? If Nigerian if the custom wins, is it going to be custom? But I can bring you all the scenarios. But first of all, let's look at the rules. The rules in making a table. The first rule that counts is points. In basketball, if a team wins, you have 2 points. For playing a game, you have 1 point. So what makes the ranking on the table is points. Like when I mean points is points you get from winning, not the accumulative scores. Now the second thing that counts while making a table is head-to-head. And there have been so many cases of head-to-head cases, and I'll get to that shortly. So the third thing is point differential. The points for you being subtracted by the point against you, that makes up the point differential. So that's the third thing that comes to play. When teams are tied, teams with the same wins have the same points. So when teams are tied, head-to-head comes to play. So if you look at the table, Nile University and Kano Pillars are tied, but Nile University won Kano Pillars. So Nile University are over Kano Pillars in the standings. Hoops and Reed are over Nigerian Custom. Both have the same wins. Hoops and Reed won Nigerian Customs. Now, in a case where 3 teams are tied on same wins, they have the same points, what happens? Now look at it this way. What the rule states is that you bring out the 3 teams and you look at their performance against each other. Now let's group them team A, B, and C. If team A, B, and C are both tied with the same points, same wins, you bring out team A, B, and C, and you ask, when team A played against B and C, who won? So whoever has the most wins among the 3 of them playing against each other gets to go over. For example, if team A beats team B and beats team C, that means team A has 2 wins in the head-to-head comparison. So team A will go forward. Now let's look at another scenario. If the 3 teams tied, they share both wins among themselves, like they have 1-1 wins, then we look at point differential. That's when point differential comes in. So point differential is not the first thing they look, when trying to make standings in basketball. They look at your wins, the points you get from your wins. As Shola ties the game again for Hoops and Reed, under 4 minutes to play. It's always good for basketball players. You have to seek knowledge. You have to seek to understand the game. And sometimes I want to tell coaches, coaches, players, just find a way to understand the game you want to play. It's one thing to play the game, it's another to understand the game. So we see a lot of people making noise. Just try to understand the game. Find a way to I say, get the FIBA rules. Talk to referees. See how you can understand the game. That can help you better. Under 4 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. The scoreline is Hoops and Reed 58, Boko City Chiefs 58. Chiefs led as many as 20. Hoops and Reed, a slow start, fought their way back. And with under 4 minutes to play, the game is tied with Ryan Salis on the line for Boko City Chiefs. Ryan missed the first free throw for Chiefs. Ryan connects on the second. The lead is back to 1. Under 4 to play here in the fourth quarter. Shola bringing the ball down for Hoops and Reed. Being guarded by Kareem Joseph. Shola gets to the middle. Oh, Shola trying to find the Kana, but it's a turnover. Chiefs ball. Victor Evans bringing the ball down for Boko City Chiefs. Being guarded by Francis. Oliver steps up for a screen. Evans gets to the middle. Evans driving. Evans is blocked by Taiwo. Ikena to Francis. And now, Hoops and Reed. Another chance to lead in the game. But this time, for the second time, Alex almost lost the ball. Last touch, Chiefs, the refs will say, Hoops and Reed ball. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. And under 7 minutes to play. Under 3 minutes to play on the game clock. Under 3 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Timeout has been called. Let's look at City Chiefs' history of blowing leads. They led against Nigerian Customs as many as 33. In overtime, they lost the game. Led as many as 18 to Nile University in the regular season. Almost lost the game, but won by a slim margin. Led as many as 20 against Gombe Bulls. Gombe Bulls fought their way back. Chiefs won the game. Now, let's look at the final 8. They led as many as 18 against Lagos Legends. End of regulation. They lost the game. Led as many as 18 against Rivers Hoopers. In overtime, they lost the game. And now, for their last game here in the final 8, playing against the young Hoops and Reed, they led as many as 20. Under 3 minutes to play. Last touch, Hoops and Reed. The ref will say, Chiefs ball. Hoops and Reed looking to press. Owen bringing down the ball for Chiefs, being guarded by Shola. Francis guarding Victor Evans. Oliver coming up for a screen. The ball gets to the hands of Habib. Habib is doubled. And Habib lost the ball. Oh, Ikena going up, but can't finish. Ikena was expecting a foul. The referee said no call. And 2 minutes left in the fourth. Chiefs with a 1-point lead. Ikena has the ball. Being guarded by Hassan. Ikena going up. Missing. Francis with the rebound. Francis being guarded by Evans. Francis goes up for 2. Missing. Taiwo with the rebound. Alex driving. Alex will give Hoops and Reed their second lead in the game. Under 2 minutes to play. Evans bringing the ball down for Boko City Chiefs. Oliver stepping up for the screen. Victor being guided by Francis. Gets the ball to Owen. 2 seconds. Owen driving. Owen will score as the shot clock was winding down. And now the City Chiefs are up by 1. Under 2 minutes to play. Shola gets the ball to Alex. Alex back to Shola. Shola being guarded by Owen. Gets the ball to Francis. Francis. Alex going up. Missing. Taiwo with the rebound. Back to Ikena. Ikena going up strong. And Ikena will score. And 1. For you guys that missed, earlier on in this game we had Hassan French, one of the new imports for Boko City Chiefs, sitting side by side with me, where Hassan was answering questions coming from the comment section, telling us where he has played and what he seeks to find with the Chiefs. Also, I sat with the general manager of Boko City Chiefs, Mr. Fanen Yonem. You know, I was asking him questions about his team, and you know, they've qualified for the Final Four. What we should be expecting from them, you know, in the Final Four. And straight up, the general manager told me that after the Final 8, they are going straight into a closed camp. You know, the new imports, Hassan French, Oliver, and Victor Evans, you know, they'll be looking to see how the players can blend in with the team, you know, coming back for the Final Four. Under a minute to play here in the fourth. Habib, turnover. Alex with the steal. 45 seconds left on the clock. Hoops and Reed, 1 point lead. City Chiefs led as many as 20. Now, they are defending, looking for ways to get back. And Hoops and Reed looking to get a strong win over Boko City Chiefs. Alex almost lost the ball. 2 seconds left on the shot clock. And 26 seconds left on the game clock. And Boko City Chiefs coach Alex Ujo, you can see him visibly angry. This has been the story of Boko City Chiefs all season. But we are hoping everything will change in the Final Four. You know, a loss here to Hoops and Reed won't affect the standings. You know, it won't affect the table standings, but you know, the story continues. They will lead. They know how to build leads, you know, and they know how to throw away leads. And that is going to be something they need to improve on. You know, they worked on their turnover ratio. They were leading the Final 8 in turnovers. You know, and then they made adjustments. They were slow getting the ball downhill. They made adjustment, inserting Ryan back into the rotation, and then giving a lot of minutes to Karim Joseph. And we started seeing a lot of changes. So we are going to be expecting, you know, them going back, trying to fix things, because, yeah, we all can agree to the fact that, you know, Boko City Chiefs, they are a championship team. And you can see the good things that Osekiatu, the owner, is doing. You know, getting international players is part of, you know, our ways of improving the league. And for 3 seasons, we have seen that from the Boko City Chiefs. You know, that you can say that's Osekiatu's way of, you know, that's his own part of growing the league. You know, a league he once played in, you know. 26 seconds left on the game clock and 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Hoops and Reed, 62. Boko City Chiefs, 61. The ball gets to Ikena. Ikena turns. Missing. Evans with the rebound. Pushing the ball down. Evans gets to the middle. Back to Chinedu. Chinedu missing but draws the foul. The captain, Chinedu, will head to the free throw line with 16 seconds left on the game clock. Coming up next is Nigerian Customs going up against Kano Pillars. Let me take that again. Coming up next is Godwin David and the Nigerian Custom going up against Azoma Dike and the Kano Pillars. The captain, Chinedu on the line. Connects on the first. And the game is tied at 62. Chinedu on the line with a chance to give Chiefs a lead with 16 seconds left here in the fourth. Chinedu connects on the second. Chiefs up by 1. 16 seconds left on the game clock here in the fourth. Timeout has been called. And you can see Olumide Oyedeji talking things with his coach. They'll be looking to see how they can come up with a game-winning shot. against Kano Pillars.